Do you ever look at your wardrobe and it's overflowing? You've got clothes that you thought would make sense. It's filled to the brim, but you still don't have anything to wear. And I've been there and done that. And any of you that have been on my channel before, you will know that I think I've finally cracked the code. So if you're at that stage where you finally want to do something about it, then it's time to do something about it. Today, we are going to be diving into how to build a sustainable wardrobe that is stylish, doesn't break the bank, and actually has you feeling good about the pieces you already have. If you're looking to be practical, you want items that are long lasting, you just want to be more conscious about what you're buying, or you just want to actively pick pieces that will work for your wardrobe, then this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to show you easy steps, actionable things that you can do while you're watching or afterwards that will help you declutter your wardrobe, understand what's in your wardrobe, understand pieces that you might need to invest in to make the most of what you already have, or to maybe change up your style a little bit. I'm going to give you some insight as to how I've done it to get to that stage where I actually love what I have and know that I've built a wardrobe that makes sense. Whether you want a capsule wardrobe, you want a complete overhaul, either way, I'm going to give you some steps and some tips on how to do that. So let's get into it. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here though, welcome. My name is Rachel. Whether it was the title or the thumbnail that brought you here, I'm hoping you stick around and actually get something from today's video. And those of you who have been here before, welcome back. We're doing something a little different today. If we are thinking about sustainability from a fashion perspective, I'm not talking about it as a buzzword. I want you guys to be able to be in a position where we are focusing on quality over quantity. We want the money to stretch far and we want the items to stand the test of time. What I want to do today is basically give you tips and not even hacks, just understand how to get to that position where your wardrobe is timeless versus being trendy. And just to say though, timeless can also be trendy if you do it right. So get in to understand how to pick pieces that will work for you, understand pieces that maybe you should invest in and ones that maybe you can, go a little bit under the budget, and just get your wardrobe to work for you. If we're thinking about sustainability, yes, you can shop secondhand if that works for you. But even if you're going to shop ethically or just shop less, I still want you to be in a position where you feel like, regardless of the occasion, regardless of how you're feeling that day, regardless of how your style may change, you still have core pieces that you can have in your wardrobe years after years after years. If we're thinking about having a timeless wardrobe, whether you want to look at this as a capsule wardrobe or just your wardrobe in its entirety, for me, it's understanding that even if I'm in my 30s, 40s, 50s, there are just going to be pieces that will come with me through those years. I understand your style can change, and for me, it definitely has done. And when you get to that stage that you have pieces that will stand the test of time, I promise you guys, it's just down to styling, it's down to accessorizing. You will still be able to keep the majority of your clothes. Now, for my huns, we are not going to negate the fact that weight loss, childbearing, life just happens. So yeah, there will be some times that you may need to do more of a drastic change, but for the most part, I've got you. So you're probably thinking, okay, Rachel, where do we start? I've got 5 steps for you guys as to how we're gonna do this and how you're gonna get to the point of feeling like, okay, you are in control of your wardrobe and you love the pieces that you have. Step 1, my loves, is gonna be you have to declutter. There is no point in introducing new items into your wardrobe. There's no point of thinking about what's new, what's trending, what don't I have, what do I have, if you literally don't know what you have. You have to go through your wardrobe, try things on. I usually do it over time, but I only did it New Year's Day actually. And there were pieces that I'd had in my wardrobe that I was like, I love this piece, but I just don't wear it. Come to find out, it doesn't even fit anymore. So you will have to dedicate time. And this is one of those stages in the process that will take time. You need to dedicate time to trying on your clothes and looking through your clothes. What do you still like? What still fits? What doesn't fit? What, when you put on, makes you feel frumpy or just ugh? Those are the pieces you need to let go of. Donate, give it to the girlies, give it to your nieces, whoever is in your family or whoever's around you or whoever you can donate to. let it go. There are some pieces that I understand from a sentimental value, you might want to keep it. My opinion is if it's taking up space, take a picture of it, cut some fabric from it, do something that lets you keep it tangibly, but still frees up the space that's around you. Same for pieces that you feel like you've had for a long time, but you know, you're thinking, oh, if I lose weight or if I gain a bit of weight, then I can wear it. I am a strong advocate for having clothes that fit you right here, right now. And in the meantime, if it isn't working for you, again, let it go. Because all that is doing psychologically is you are looking at that piece thinking, I'm still not there yet. And yes, I understand it might be motivating for some, but honestly, for the most part, I'm gonna tell you to let it go. If you haven't invested in understanding how to maybe fix your clothes, tailor your clothes, all of that stuff, I would say that's something you could also do as well. Or in that same breath, just take it to the tailors. I have pieces, and I mentioned in one of my recent videos, if you want to change out buttons, you need to mend things, repurpose things, that sort of stuff, that's another way to declutter and just give yourself space to welcome in the new good stuff. Step 2 will be investing in quality basics. Once you have decluttered, you now have a map. You have a blueprint of everything you have and everything you might need. This is the time to now say, okay, I know on a day-to-day, my lifestyle is I'm in the office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and I don't really go out on the weekends. You need to start tailoring your wardrobe for what you spend the most of your time doing. If that's a cross between work and leisure, or work and sport, or leisure and traveling, make it make sense for you. This is my only thing when it comes to talking about capsule wardrobes. I think it's too much of a blanket approach. You need to do what works for you. I know if my wardrobe can't work for me at work and outside, it's a no for me. If there's an item that I can only wear to the club, it's a no for me. I need versatility. So you need to have that mindset. When you are now considering investing in pieces, because this discourse has been happening on the Clock app. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, you know, thanks, just, yeah. This conversation has been happening with regards to natural fibers, picking things that will stand the test of time from a quality perspective. So we're talking linens, we're talking cottons, we're talking wool, pieces that will stand the test of time. I know it's a sort of thing where you have to weigh up the two. If you don't have the budget for it, you don't have the budget for it. But if you know you're in a position where you can spend a little bit more to get that better quality t-shirt or those better quality jeans, you in 5 years is going to be a very, very happy bunny. Because another thing is when you get attached to clothes, it's a nice thing to know you can actually have it for a long time. You need to think about what your wardrobe staples are. For me, a basic t-shirt is not a staple for me. I very rarely wear t-shirts to the point where I would need to spend loads and loads and loads or have loads in my wardrobe. So again, just make sure your wardrobe works for you. Step 3 will be, when you're shopping, huns, you need to shop smart. You've decluttered, you've worked out the pieces you need, and I really love that this has been circulating around socials. When you're going into those stores, or whether you're online, look at the material composition. What is it made out of? We all know polyester is, and again, the discourse around this has been hilarious. I'm not going to say I don't have polyester in my wardrobe, but when you know better, you do better. So when you're going out there, whether it is secondhand stores, whether it is brands that focus on ethical sourcing or ethical manufacturing, just have some intentionality about what you're doing and how you're shopping. Again, I'm not gonna act like this is not heavily dependent on what your budget is, because the truth of the matter is a lot of brands, especially a lot of high street brands, aren't giving you the materials that you want. But where you can, do. And if you can't, just think about what you have already, think about what's accessible to you, and think about what makes you feel good. Where are you spending your money? How are you spending your money? Because I'm not going to be the one to tell you how to spend your coins, my darling, but just think about it. Step 4 will be building a capsule wardrobe. And as I've mentioned in my previous step, this is going to be heavily dependent on you. When you're thinking about building a capsule wardrobe, this is having between 15 to 20 items or 10 to 20 items that you can mix and match and you can get a heck of a lot of wear out of. I've recently said on my channel that I'm at that stage where I'm picking up statement pieces because I've done this step. I have the pieces that I can mix and match, and now it's all about adding some, you know, flavor, some character to my wardrobe. As much as I'm saying do what works for your lifestyle, also do what works for your style. What do you feel good in? I recently wore a blue jumper on my channel and you guys loved it. Thank you so much. But I just know for me on a day-to-day, that is not a color I would introduce into my wardrobe often. I don't always want the attention that it brings when I'm wearing something so bright. So not to say that neutrals are subdued, but they definitely have more just of a cool, chill tone to them, if that makes sense. Do what works for you. Basically building a wardrobe where if you pick any pair of trousers for the most part and any top or any skirt and any blouse, they work together. The caveat to that is it will not always work, but having more items that do is always going to be better for you. And then step 5 will be taking care of your clothes, investing in being able to go to the dry cleaner, which again, the caveat is the money that's needed there. If you know you will not have the funds, which I know I do not have the budget to be able to take or to have to take all my clothes to the dry cleaner. So I know for me, I need to pick items that I can just wash in my washing machine at home. That's something to consider as well. Investing in lint rollers, debobblers, thinking about how you store your clothes. Do you need a moisture trapper, like not the dehumidifier thing, but the things that trap moisture? So think about where you're storing your clothes, how you're storing your clothes. All of these things are going to help your clothes look better for longer. When it comes to jeans, for example, you're not washing your jeans after every single wear. And whilst yes, some items you will have to wash a bit more frequently, it's also considering how you wash it as well. Check what cycle it needs to be on. Does it need to be washed cold? Can it go in a dishwasher? Can it go in the washing machine? Do you need to wash it by hand? All of these factors. And again, lifestyle. If you know you don't have time to be hand washing clothes or taking it to the dry cleaners or taking it to the tailors, then just factor that in when you're shopping. And to hopefully give you some inspo of how you can do this, I wanted to pick 3 items in my wardrobe and style them in different ways to show you how you can give different energy, different vibes, and wear them to different places depending on how you style them. Granted, I have items in my wardrobe that I've had for years, but these items in particular, I loved last year. So I wanted to show you different ways that you can maybe style pieces in your wardrobe that are similar, or just have some inspiration of how you can make the most of what you have already. So let's do that.
Okay, my loves, so going with the staples, the first item I have for you are these amazing trousers that I picked up from ASOS, actually, Weekday on ASOS. Weekday have some really good basics, so if you're ever on the hunt for just really clean silhouettes, they are your go-to. These trousers, I never would have thought they would become such a staple in my wardrobe. I was already loving wide leg trousers and jeans, and this, honestly, between the grey, the weight of it, and just the combination of how it works with so many outfits, it's literally perfect. First outfit, as you can see, I just paired it with a t-shirt for a really casual look. And then if you do want to dress it up or make it a little bit more formal, so to speak, then you can pair it with a blazer, which I've done here, just playing on the colors that I can see in the blazer, and then matching that with my shoes as well, these pointed Mary Jane shoes from ASOS, which again, game changer. My final combination and favorite combination with these trousers was pairing it with this jacket, this denim jacket that I picked up from H&M, actually. Tailored waist, grey on grey, monochromatic, but so playful with the studded arms. And again, it's just a nice way to be a little bit more dressy, but still really comfortable and casual. The good thing with all of these staple pieces that I'm showing you is the fact that you can dress them up or dress them down. Versatility. The second staple item I wanted to show you guys were these jeans. Now, I know it might irk some of you because it's not the same color as the shirt. And it actually isn't as apparent in real life, but that's absolutely fine. Either way, we're going for the Canadian tuxedo. Double denim was my absolute vibe last year. And these jeans were just the perfect fit, the perfect shade, and just everything I was looking for and more. But if you pair it with a bodysuit, as I've done here, it's super casual, but you can be a bit playful, as I'm showing you, with the shoes. All the accessories are basically just how you dress up the item. The good thing with this is, or with the jeans, so to speak, is they are a really nice fit and length. So whether you do want to wear it with flats, trainers, boots, or heels, you still have a nice look overall. Now, this was a relatively random outfit, but again, just showing you how you can be super casual by just wearing it with a turtleneck, which I've tucked in. I would say for an outfit like this, I probably would want to make it a bit brighter at the top because the indigo wash is so dark. But if you do want to be really casual and comfy and lean into the winter hues, then you can just pair it with some Birkenstocks as well. The third staple piece, again, I've actually realized I'm really leaning into the trousers, but there's such an easy way to change up your outfit and still be comfortable. These cargos, again, from my favorites, ASOS, from the men's section as well. Really, really ballooned. Love how wide-legged they are. And again, you can be really playful with this, super casual, leaning into maybe like the streetwear vibe, or as you can see here, pairing it with a cardigan, just dresses it up a little bit. And when I say dress it up, I'm not necessarily talking about going out or clubbing or anything like that, but it definitely just gives a different vibe to the outfit altogether, depending on what shoes and top you wear it with. I always say to you guys, one of my keys when it comes to styling outfits, especially if they're bigger on the bottom, is just go a bit more streamlined on top. Opening the buttons at the top and the bottom also shows a bit of skin and helps you play around with any layering you may be doing. And then third and finally, pairing it with a hoodie is, again, a really, really casual way to go about it. Again, for me, comfort and functionality will always reign supreme in the way I dress. But with the shoes, it just adds a little bit of something different, you know, pointed shoes instead of wearing trainers or boots, but it's still a really casual outfit. I'm still super casual, super comfy, and it could be a really, really good outfit if you do want to run errands or just be chilled about your day.
I feel like it's very presumptuous of me to say some things and expect you guys to just be like, okay, cool, we know what to do. So something I will definitely say is, and I've promoted this on my channel so many times, think about using wish lists. I am a very impulsive buyer, and that's the reason I had to introduce this. I had to take the time to build these lists, to look at things that I want, look at things that I like the look of, and really think, okay, do I really need this, or do I want it just because it looks good? Did I just see it on socials? Did I see someone style it really well? Something else I would say is introducing, if you are like me, an avid shopper online, go into stores, feel the texture first. Obviously you can read the composition and stuff first, but go and try it on. Do you like the look of it? Do you want to spend the money on it? All of those things. Something else I would also say is, and that I need to do a bit more of as well, is shopping secondhand. I have so much anxiety when it comes to shopping secondhand because it just seems like a huge feat. So I do think this is something that we can do together, guys. Let me know in the comments, have you or do you shop secondhand? What are your recommendations? What are your tips? What are your tricks? We've got a community here so we can help each other. Obviously, you've got things like Depop, Vinted, Poshmark, I think, depending on where you're, like US or UK. Not sponsored. Shop. If you really want something, see if you can get it discounted before you pay full price. I've just done a video talking about Zara sale because I know Zara is one of our favorites. And if you know there are certain things where you're like, I like the look of it, but wait for it to go on sale, or just put it in your wish list, have a think about it, marinate on it for like a week or two before you purchase. These are the sort of things that will hopefully help you shop less and be more thoughtful about what you're picking up for your wardrobe, which hopefully then in turn means you are building a more sustainable, higher quality, better wardrobe for you. Some tips for you guys to take away, but I actually do want to ask you, what is one thing you would change about your wardrobe? Let me know in the comments below. And as I've asked already, for those of you who are, you know, you're not new to this, you're true to this, any tips on how to shop sustainably, share it below. We can obviously bat some ideas between one another, but it would be really, really interesting to see what you guys have done that works for you, because it might work for the next person as well. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I get the urge and the feeling of wanting to be different and do things differently and just be that new person that you dreamt to be, whether it's in the new year or after your birthday or whatever it may be. Slow and steady wins the race. Small changes, do it in a way that's sustainable to you and manageable and consistent over time. And I promise you, you will feel all the better for it. We've got the Pinterest, we've got my TikTok, we've got my Instagram, we've got my YouTube, different ways to understand how to style things. So yeah, there will be more videos to come. So stay tuned, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you have made it to the end of the video, my loves, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really, really hoping this was helpful to you in that you do understand that sustainability in your wardrobe isn't just a thing. It's actually something you can do and something that's very easy to do. So I'm hoping the tips I've given you today will help you do just that. And if you've made it to the end of the video, in honor of, you know, saving all of our coins, leave a cash or money emoji in the comment section. Because honestly, guys, I'm so excited to just see how we're gonna do this over the next few months this year. And I want to have some stories from you guys, some positivity that yes, Rachel, I managed to do this. I've been pushing it off and it's finally happened. Till my next one, loves, stay well, stay blessed, good vibes only, and I hope to see you then. Bye.